Assalamu alaikum, girls. Welcome back after your holiday. I hope you had a restful one. Now we are in week 5 of term 3. We are continuing with Alice and our ultimate goal of creating a game in Alice. This week we are going to learn a new topic called vehicle. Vehicles in Alice. So let's get straight into it. What comes to your mind when you hear the word vehicle? And what's the purpose of a vehicle? Usually, when we think of a vehicle, we are thinking of a car, an airplane, a ship, and so on, right? And what really is the purpose of a vehicle? A vehicle is something that carries someone from one place to another. Yes, for transportation. This means if you are sitting in a car and the car moves, wherever the car is going, you will go. Am I right? Okay. So let's see what is a vehicle in Alice. In Alice, a vehicle is actually an object which another object can be attached to. This means that all the movement of one object will be done in relation to how the vehicle is moving, which means that if a vehicle will move, the object will definitely move along with it. For example, I will show you some pictures here and let's try to match which statement goes with which picture. For example, here you have a bunny and a camera. So here, who is the vehicle? Is the bunny or the camera? Which statement goes here? Yes, you are right. The camera's vehicle is the bunny, which means the camera is here and wherever the bunny will go, the camera will go because the bunny is the vehicle. For this picture, the statement will be statement number 2. The bunny's vehicle is the camera because wherever the camera will go, the bunny will go along with it since the bunny is sitting on top, right? Okay, so let's just make this very clear for us because the two statements are just opposites of each other. When we say that the camera's vehicle is the bunny, this means that whenever the bunny moves, the camera will move with it because the vehicle is the bunny and the vehicle is always the one moving, right? And if we say the bunny's vehicle is the camera, this means that wherever the camera will go, the bunny will go along with it because the vehicle is the camera. The vehicle is the one moving. Now let's look at what this looks like in Alice. For example, I'm going to open a brand new Alice file. This is my fresh Alice file. I'm going to select sand over here, for example, just to show you what vehicle looks like. And then I am going to add some objects here. So for example, I want to add the bunny since we are talking about bunny in this lesson. And I'm going to add another object. For example, let's add a pyramid. I want to make my pyramid a bit smaller and I'm going to put the bunny on top. I'm going to put the bunny on top. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is, for the bunny, I'm going to take the bunny over here and go to bunny details properties. In the properties panel, there is a property called vehicle. By default, the vehicle is always world. Instead, I'm going to change that the bunny's vehicle should be the pyramid. So I choose pyramid. Now what will happen is whenever I try to do any movement for the pyramid, because the bunny is sitting on top, the bunny will move along with it. Let me show you an example. For example, I take pyramid and a method from pyramid move forward 1 meter. if the pyramid will move, because the bunny's vehicle is the pyramid, the bunny will also move with it. Let's try. Do you see that? Okay. Now, what we are going to do is let's look at our example for the day. Our example today is that a man is driving his car. The car is following and controlled by the camera, and the player moves the camera using the arrow buttons. So let's think of this scenario in our mind. There is a man inside a car, and the car is followed and controlled by the camera, and the camera is moved using the arrow keys. So there are three things we need to do in our file over here. You have to make all your objects first, which is the man and the car, and set the man's vehicle as car, because the car is the one that will control the man. Wherever the car will go, the man will go. And the car's vehicle will be the camera, because wherever the camera will move, the car should move with it. And we make an event. You are already familiar with making events now, to let the arrow keys move the camera this time. So in your Alice, it will actually look like this. You will make an event where the arrow keys are allowed to move the camera. When you add a car, you will do vehicle is camera, and when you add the man, you will say vehicle is car. So let's try this example in Alice. So let me try to put dirt as the template for this as example. I'm going to add two objects here. As you know, we need a man and a camera. So I'm going to take people first to get a man. People. And I'm going to add a man over here. For example, Josh. Then Josh needs a car. So I will go to local gallery again and take my other folder. You can use the vehicles folder and take any car from here. For example, I have a car here. Now I first want to put Josh on top of the car. So I will move him a bit first to make sure that he's on top of the car now. Alright. So according to our example, let's make both a little bit bigger first. Let's make Josh a little bigger as well, so the example is clear. Okay. Now according to our example, we need an event. So I'm going to make an event first. And the event we need is let the arrow keys move. And what should it move? The camera. Alright. And what else did we need in our example? We needed the car, the vehicle of the car to be camera, and the vehicle of the man to be the car. So let's do that. Press on the car, methods or properties of the car, and the vehicle should be set to camera. Now press on Josh or press over here and then go to properties. Vehicle should be, yes, you're right, the entire car. Now whenever the arrow keys will move the camera, what will move along with the camera? The car. And who will move along with the car? Josh. Let's try this example now. I'm going to use the backward button first. See, the car moves back. Now I'm going to press the forward arrow. See, the Josh moves forward. Now I'm going to press the right and left keys to see where it goes. See, they are always moving together. Why? Because Josh, the vehicle of Josh has been set to car and the vehicle of car has been set to camera, and I'm controlling the camera here using the arrow keys. Alright, so I will show you one more example to make this clear. Let me close this. Alright, the task for today is that you have to build a scenario of your own choice where you have two objects. One object's vehicle should be the other object. Like for example, in the previous example, Josh's vehicle was the car And for the second object, the vehicle must be camera. In our previous example, the car's vehicle was camera. And then the camera is the one which is controlled using the events. Alright, so I will show you one more example of what your task can probably look like, and then you can choose your own objects to complete the task. Let's open Alice once again. So for this example, I'm going to choose grass this time. I will add two objects because that's what I need. I will add one animal, which is probably a chicken. And let me add one more animal which will become the vehicle. For example, let me have the camel. Alright, so now I'm going to move the chicken on top of the camel. So I will move it freely and then move it up. Move it a little bit down again. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, first I will set the vehicle of the chicken as the camel. So press on chicken either here or here, go to properties, vehicle, camel, the entire camel. Then come to the camel. Who should be the camel's vehicle? Yes, the camera. So come to camel, properties, vehicle, camera. Now, who moves the camera? Yes, an event, and you will move the camera. Let the arrow keys move camera. Alright. Now, if you play this and move your 4 arrow keys, this will move the camera, and along with the camera, the camel will move, and along with the camel, the chicken will move. Let's try this out. Back, front, left, and right. So your animation is perfect and working. For your task, you are expected to do a similar example. Have two objects, set one of them vehicle as the other object, set the second object vehicle as the camera, and the camera is controlled using an event. As plenary for today, I have two pictures here for you, and we need to describe these images in terms of vehicle. Say whose vehicle is who. So let me give you a moment to think about this. Clearly, we know that in this example, the hand is the one moving and the mouse just moves with the hand. So we say mouse's vehicle is hand. Correct? Because the vehicle is the hand. In the second example, you have a Barbie and a popcorn bike. And what is moving? The popcorn bike. And who moves along with it? The Barbie. So Barbie's vehicle is popcorn bike. That's all for today, girls. I expect you to submit your task back. Please get in touch with your teachers if you have any issues. That's all for this week. Hope you have a good week ahead of you. Assalamu alaikum.